I'm either up there or I'm on the floor.
And actually realising the severity of using drugs and dying.
My physical and mental health are improving by the day.
At Red Rose Recovery in Preston, they know the real stories and real pain behind today's figures. This pioneering charity is based on lived experience.
We don't just get clean for us, do we? We get clean for our families, our kids.
The staff here have recovered from addiction themselves and share an invaluable common ground with those seeking help.
When I was in addiction, not a lot of people would touch me. Oh, he's aggressive, is this, that, the other. So it was really difficult, and on my part as well, for people to approach me. But I was screaming out for that help.
Those getting help, like Jade, think there's still a huge problem around stigma.
The word drugs and addict is so, even with families, do you know, even your own parents, because of what other people might think, do you know, and then obviously it comes to the son or daughter has died, you know, and it's like, wow, you know, all because you kind of cast out because of that, do you know, and it's not to say we're bad people, do you know what I mean? We've just made bad decisions.
For James, a dangerous gap in the system is losing help with housing if you fall back into drug use.
I relapsed with a lad, and unfortunately after 13 days of him being kicked out, he died of an heroin overdose, so it just shows how serious it is.
He was kicked out of his accommodation?
He was kicked out of his accommodation because he's failed a drugs test.
And Darren fears what something like that would mean for him.
I've got money in the bank and stuff that I could easily sell to obtain drugs, and unfortunately that's what would happen. I'm an addict and I'd be on the streets, and there's no surprise that the death rise is increasing. It's a scary place out there.
The charity's founder is surprised and disappointed by today's figures. He believes wider use of recovering addicts themselves is the key.
For too long, they've been framed as the problem. And now we're saying, no, you've got an opportunity to be the solution in your communities. And it transcends, you know, the conversation shouldn't just be about what's wrong, it should be about what's strong. And we've got some strong communities.
A sympathetic ear, a shared understanding, a chance to help someone else. Peter Lane, 5 News.